Welcome to Arts Focus. I'm Elise Buckite, Program Specialist for the Office of Cultural Affairs, and I'm joined today by Kate Gray, the Gallery Director at Boone County History and Culture Center.
Yes.
Thanks for coming.
My pleasure. I'm so pleased to be here.
Yeah, so the Boone County History and Culture Center, that's kind of a new name relatively for you guys. What inspired that change?
Well, it was kind of interesting. Many people are going to know the Boone County History and Culture Center as the Boone County Historical Society. I mean, it's been named that for years. And what happened is that the society, the organization, the board took a look at it and they said, we do more than that here. We're more than a society. We're this phenomenal gallery. We have all these offerings. We have an artist series. We have a meet the author, a music series. We have all these things going on, and people don't quite know that. So let's look at how we can change our name to better reflect who we are and what we do, and how we provide these assets to our community. So they changed it. They changed it to the Boone County History and Culture Center.
And you're still located in the same spot.
Still same spot.
Down in Nifong Park.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes.
So what can people expect when they come and visit?
Well, you're still going to find the historical perspective. You're going to find the museum. We have a phenomenal show up that's The Role of a Woman, and it has this great installation about women and dress and at home and environment, and that looks at that from a Boone County perspective. So that's a really nice show that's up. We have another show that's going to be opening soon, and it's called Fake News. And that is an interesting title. And one of the things why we wanted to do that is our relationship with the journalism school, and this place being known as kind of a hub for journalism and news and that sort of thing. And so we just I'm not going to spoil any surprises about what's going to be in that show, but it's going to be really fascinating. And
that's coming this fall?
It is.
Okay.
It is. Should be opening very soon.
Great.
Yeah.
And so then you manage the gallery side of that.
Yeah.
So what exhibit are you guys currently showing?
Okay. So out at the Mont, and just a little background on the Mont. It was actually, that space was created and donated by Tracy and Pierre Montminy. They were both educators in this community and artists. And when Tracy passed away, she left her trust to us, plus her permanent collection. We have her entire permanent collection, plus his. It's amazing. And so we have this beautiful gem and asset out there. So the gallery itself, the Montminy Gallery, is this grand space, if you haven't been out there, to come out there and see it. So one thing that is fun to come and see is the show that's up now. So one of the things that we're wanting to do with our schedule of shows is to not just have a show where you come and you look at somebody's work and you walk out, but to literally get people to get involved with art, to ask a question when you or pose a question or make you think about art or something in quite possibly a different way. And so I worked with the MU Art Education Program to coordinate their annual exhibit, and it's called What Does Art Do? So you might be thinking, what does art do? And this show will help answer, inform, develop, make you question, make you say yes, no to other people's thoughts about what art does. And so you walk into the show and you're greeted with a big board that has everybody's answer to that question before they take in the show. Then they take in the show, and it is a collection of 13 different artist educators from across the country that are exhibiting their work and talking about how their work influences the world around them and how their work makes a difference from their perspective. So everybody that goes to the show can really take a chance to read, to see, to feel. There's post-it notes everywhere. There's interaction. We really want people to come and interact with the art, become part of it, because every time someone comes into the exhibit, they change the art just by their presence. And so it's really fun. We have some videos in there of people working, and it's really neat. And then we pose the question, how has your opinion about what does art do change when you walk out? So you're asked to participate in that. And so every time a person enters the show and leaves the show evolves or changes.
Yeah.
And so that's going on through the end of this month, through the July.
That sounds fascinating.
It's fascinating.
Sounds like a great place if you're with a family
Oh,
or
yeah.
with some friends, get a group out there. It can really be a conversation starter.
Yes, it is.
That's fantastic. So that runs through the end of July.
Yes.
And then what else do you have coming up?
So right after that, we have a phenomenal show with Access Arts called Building Community. And we are going to be highlighting their artists in residence along with their current students. Or students that they have in their summer classes and that sort of thing. Access Arts plays an incredible role from doing many things in our town, in our community. And one of the things that they do is they introduce the arts in such a really comfortable way to people to try it for the first time. And so you're going to be seeing that when you come to the show, which will be fantastic.
And I imagine it's going to be all kinds of mediums.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. We're going to have a loom there. We'll have videos of people working again. We talked about doing a pottery exhibition. We talked about doing a number of different things to just get people the awareness out, because that their space is a collective space, but they don't have a place to show all the work. And as you know, you go to a gallery, you go to a museum, and it's the show of the work that makes the work change. And it's quite the thing to develop a young artist, to have them show their work. So it's a very active process on that side of the fence too.
Yeah, fantastic. So you guys have a lot of other events going on. I know you've got the concert series you mentioned and the Meet the Author.
Yes.
Where can people go to find out that information and stay up to date?
Well, probably the best way would be the website, and that's going to be Boone, boonehistory.org. And we also we just launched a Facebook site for the Mont Mini. It's called the Mont Mini, catchy. And, to get on there and to look at what's happening, that's a great way to get involved with those things. We also have an Instagram site now, and just trying to reach out to the community and raise the presence of the Mont Mini, and, really support all the other things, like you mentioned, Meet the Author and the concert series that goes on. They're phenomenal things that happen either every month or every other month, and then the shows, of course, are year-round.
Awesome. Well, I hope some people have been inspired to come out and visit you guys. Thank you all for joining us for this segment of Arts Focus. Don't forget to go to boonehistory.org to find out about upcoming shows and exhibits. Thanks.